Kritika.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, Kritika madam.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. On behalf of Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust, I welcome you all to this August gathering. Today is the 125th Sunday webinar, and Madam Kritika Pandya, she will present today's talk. And before that, I am requesting all of you, please close your hands for the inaugural prayer. ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति Shantihi. So initially, our program coordinator, Farah Ahmed, she will present the academic activities of our PRIT. Next, our student Falak is there. Falak will introduce Madam Kritika. And after the speech, there will be the question answer session. And next, Falak will give the vote of thanks. So, over to Farah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Let me share my presentation. Okay, I'll start with the RPIT logo meaning. Ravindric psychotherapy, a transformative process designed for self-awakening in the treatment of psychological disorders and mental distress. It is developed by the esteemed president of our institute, Dr. Devdilal Dattaroy, based on his prolonged research and treatment cum counseling of his patients. Ravindric psychotherapy draws inspiration from the creations of the great Rabindranath Tagore. It revolves around the use of therapeutic postulates, which are fundamental assumptions forming the basis of the theory. One key aspect of this psychotherapy is the avoidance of labeling. Instead, it encourages understanding others' consciousness. In Rabindranic psychotherapy, consciousness is envisioned in three layers. The Mutta layer, portrayed in gray, serves as a seat of attention, sensation, and perception. Moving to the Rag layer in the middle, we find the domain of feelings, emotions, memory, thinking, and their interconnected associations. This layer is vibrant and diverse, reflecting in the colorful flows within consciousness. Finally, the innermost layer, portrayed in white, represent harmony with surrounding aesthetics and the path to creativity and innovation. This unique approach offers a profound understanding of the self and others. Ravindric Psychotherapy of Research Institute Trust logo is a symbol representing the transformative power of self-awareness. Tamsoma Jyotika Maya means exploring the truth by removing the error, which is psychometric approach. RPIT was established on 1st July 2018. RPIT carries out researches in academic field and to promote the study and dissemination of knowledge of Rabindranic psychotherapy. Research-based teaching is the philosophy of RPIT. It created syllabus based on students' need. RPIT is functioning as pan-India. Indians from different parts of the country join RPIT courses every year. Both internal and external faculties are teaching here. The trust has more than 500 students. RPIT launches offline study center at Sri Ram Grand City, Grand nearby Kon Nagar railway station, and RPIT has received its GST number also. The Academic Council of Rabindranath Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust plays an important role in academic activities and research. The council is comprised of chairman, secretary, and members having more than 10 years teaching and administrative experiences. General body member includes Dr. Devdulal Dattaroy, Mr. Dipta Majumdar, Dr. Rama Manna, Dr. Subrata Basak, Dr. Sitanshu Khatwa. Members are Dr. Devdulal Dattaroy, Dr. Manjishta Roy Chaudhary, Dr. Paritita Biswas, Dr. Sushmita Mukhopadhyay, Dr. Ishita Chatterjee, Dr. Subrata Saha, Dr. Amita Mazumdar, Dr. Subhasis Batra, Dr. Priyanka. RPIT vision is to establish Rabindranath psychotherapy as a globally recognized framework for enhancing human consciousness, psychological well-being, value orientation, creativity, and social harmony. Its mission is to conduct scientific research on Rabindranath psychotherapy, develop innovative psychological and educational interventions, promote value-based education and human development, provide training and capacity building programs for students, teachers, researchers, and professionals, facilitate interdisciplinary research integrating technology, psychology, and humanities, contribute to social development through research based community initiatives. Growth and engagement opportunities for students in RPIT are research, internship, literature review projects, data analysis projects, scale development projects, academic writing workshops, certificate courses, research paper publication initiatives. And for researchers, the opportunities are joint research projects, PhD guidance support, research publication, instrument development, multidisciplinary research networks. Okay, so I'll start with the So now I would like to present the half-yearly achievement of RPIT for the period of January to June 2026. The first 6 months of 2026 have been highly productive for our institute with significant achievements in research, academic training, publication, industry collaboration, and interdisciplinary outreach. During this period, RPIT successfully conducted 14 Sunday webinars covering a wide range of diverse interdisciplinary topics, including Jamovi data analysis, women education and empowerment, psychological counseling, music therapy, AI mediated parenting, AI ethics, psychometric skill development, Rabindranath literature and research methodology. These webinars provide an excellent platform for academic discussion, professional learning, and knowledge sharing. We were honored to engage 4 external faculty members and 19 guest experts from prestigious institutions including ABBS School of Management, Bangalore, Amity University, Kolkata, Singur Government General Degree College, Nimans, Bangalore, Siliguri B.Ed College, MMP Shah College, Mumbai, Maharaja Manindra Chandra College, Kolkata, NCRT, New Delhi, the University of Dhaka, Rabindra Bharati University, Netaji Subhas Open University, Christ University, Bangalore, and the Institute of Engineering and Management, Kolkata. In academic training, RPIT engaged 25 participants and students through its program and internship initiatives. We completed the 6-month online training on foundation of applied psychometrics with Jamovi and R Studio with 7 participants. We also conducted the 3-month certificate course on applied statistics for safety and disaster management using Jamovi in collaboration with ABBS School of Management, Bangalore, with 8 participants from Tata Power. In addition, 10 undergraduate students successfully completed the 60-hour research internship on mixed method research on selected themes extracted from Chandalika. In the area of industry collaboration, RPIT strengthened its engagement with 3 Tata Power units. As a registered vendor of Tata Power, we conducted psychometric assessments involving more than 1,000 workers across Tata Power Maithan, Tata Power Solar Tuticorin, and Tata Power Trumbe and Hydro Plant Khopoli, contributing to the development of the safety consciousness scale and our zero accident model. In publication, 3 academic books are currently under publication: Introduction to Health Psychology, Introduction to Early Childhood Parenting, and Introduction to Environmental Psychology. These books were developed under the guidance of our founder, President Dr. Devdulal Dattaroy, with contributions from Dr. Anjali Maurya, faculty member at SVKM Narsim Monji Institute of Management Studies and a former student of RPIT's 6-month applied psychometric course, contributed valuable academic expertise to the environmental Experimental Psychology Book Content Project. Ms. Rikta Roy, with academic training in psychology and applied psychology and internship experience in reputed mental health institution, made significant research contribution to the Health Psychology Book Content Project. Ms. Ishita Mandal and Ms. Lipika Mondal, both assistant professor in nursing at Alia University and top performance in RPIT 4-month course on early childhood parenting, contributed substantially to the parenting focused book content publication. Copyright also achieved an important milestone with one international research publication titled Revisiting Marital Values Through the Lens, a study of romantic path oriented values in married couples in Kolkata, authored by Bashar Chatterjee, Dr. Payal Banerjee, and Dr. Devdulal Dattaroy, highlighting our contribution to the indigenous psychological assessment. In terms of academic output, we also completed 3 data analysis and PhD related research projects, further strengthening our research activities. We also expanded our academic team. Ms. Ashmita Ray, a former student of RPIT, joined as academic assistant, supporting academic coordination, student mentoring, course management, and research activity. Ms. Debarati Nath was appointed as bibliotherapist trainer on a project basis to support academic activities in bibliotherapy, Rabbinic literature, conflict management, teaching, and research. Overall, the first half of 2026 reflect APRIT continued progress in research, academic excellence, publication, industry collaboration, and indigenous psychological innovation. These achievements were made possible through the visionary leadership of our founder, President Dr. Diptulal Dattaroy, the dedication of our faculty and staff, the support of our collaborators, and the active participation of our students and researchers. Before moving ahead, I would like to briefly introduce our president, Dr. Devdulal Dattaroy. He is a psychologist whose work spans psychology, statistics, and data science with a strong focus on integrating quantitative methods into behavioral research. He has served as the head of the psychology research unit at the Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, where he contributed significantly to interdisciplinary research combining psychology with statistical analysis. He earned his PhD in organizational psychology from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, and has extensive expertise in organizational and abnormal psychology. His work focuses on areas like psychometrics, rank based data analysis, and the application of AI and data science in social science research. He has also authored books on statistics and R programming, aiming to make analytical tools accessible to students and researchers. His achievements have been recognized through several prestigious honors, including the Young Scientist Award from the Indian Science Congress Association in 1988 and the Innovative Scientist Award from the Indian Academy of Health Psychology for his significant research on Rabindic psychotherapy. He is also the founder of RPIT, where he is developing the framework of Rabindic psychotherapy by integrating Tagore philosophical ideas with modern psychological science. He is a member of the American Psychological Association, holds an ORCID researcher identification number, and is a registered researcher on ResearchGate, reflecting his active engagement with the global research community. His continuous efforts in AI generated integrated research and training are reflected in the programs we are offering today. This is our latest achievement of our institute. This is the publication of our research paper, Psychological Safety Consciousness Pattern of Industrial Workers in the Journal of Social Science and Welfare. The study was conducted using data collected from Tata Power in collaboration with Mr. Abhijit N. Das of Tata Power. As an approved research vendor of Tata Power, RPIT continues to contribute industry-based evidence-driven research in occupational psychology. These are a glimpse of our RPIT newsletter through which we regularly document and share our academic activities, research initiative, collaboration, and institutional achievements. Thank you, everyone. Over to you now, sir. Sir, are you there? Okay, sir is not there. Definitely, we can start now with the.
ম্যাম প্রেয়ার তো স্যারে করে দিয়েছে
Okay. So, okay, we will start with the introduction of our speaker. Falak, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Okay, Falak, you can introduce our speaker.
Sure, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Everyone, it's a pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Ms. Kritika Pandey, an educator and a professional and psychology professional. She holds a bachelor degree in psychology from SNDT Women's University, a bachelor of education from St. Xavier Institute of Education, and is currently pursuing her master in counseling psychology at M.M. Shah College. With experience in both teaching and counseling, she is passionate about student development and innovative learning. Today, she will be sharing her insight on AI in academic research and report writing. Please join me to give a warm welcome to Ms. Kritika Pandey. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Palak, for introducing me. I'll share my screen.
Yes, yes, please. Let me make you host. Okay, now you can share your screen.
I'll try. I'm facing some network issue because of rain.
Okay, can you send your PPT to Falak? I can share. Uh,
Yes, I had already shared it with her. Actually, over here, whenever it rains, so the Wi-Fi network is unstable.
it's okay, it's okay. Falak, you can send it to me. I can share.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Kritika, you have to make me host.
Ma'am, sure.
Okay, thank you, Falak.
Please, can you guide me? How can I make
Okay,
someone a
you can
host?
click on participants.
Yes,
Then click on my name. You will find three dots there. Click on
yes,
those
yes.
dots, and then make me host.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay, thank you, Kritika.
Good morning, everyone. I warmly welcome you all to today's webinar on AI in academic research and report writing. My name is Kritika Pandya, and I'm delighted to have this opportunity and extremely grateful towards Falak for reaching out to me and discussing it with me that will you participate in this webinar. AI in academic research and report writing is a very crucial topic in today's time because me being an educator, I have seen literally nowadays sixth standard students are highly dependent on ChatGPT for just making a 5 lines of answers to very short answers. So today AI is no longer just a futuristic concept. It has become an everyday tool that helps us to search for our literature, analyze data, improve writing, and manage references. While AI offers tremendous benefit, it also raises concern in terms of ethical issues and academic concerns that every researcher, and even I'll add that not just researcher, even as a student, we should understand. So this brings back to my school days when we used to study how we should not be too much dependent on internet and computer. But the times have changed from internet and computer. Now we are discussing on AI. So I'm moving forward towards what future will bring for millennials and Gen Z because then Gen Alpha will take over. So by the end of the session, we'll have a clear understanding on how AI can support research while maintaining the academic integrity. So first, a very short activity where I request you all to just write down or message down whichever, if the sentence is a myth or a fact. Can someone from the audience just tell me that AI can replace researcher is a myth or a fact?
No, ma'am, AI can't replace the researcher. AI can help in many ways, like sometimes in literature review or like many consensus or many types of AI apps are there. Site or something semantic scholar from with the help of that AI apps. AI can help researchers, but when we use any AI app in our research work, we need to be cautious. Because AI in also in ChatGPT, there are mentioned that AI can make mistakes, so we have to be cautious about that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I'll just pick one more question. That is, AI generated content should always be verified. Is it a myth or a fact?
Yes, it is. We need to verify it. We need
Yes,
to.
because nowadays when I teach to students from fifth grade to 10th standard or even from first standard, they are so much into AI that they literally post their photos on ChatGPT and edit photos from that. So it is very important whatever content future generation is getting into, it's very important that we need to tell them, please verify the content you read, or you are not just supposed to post your photos on ChatGPT. So now we'll move forward with the learning objectives of our today's webinar. Next slide. Thank you so much. So by the end of today's webinar, we will be able to understand what artificial intelligence means in academic research. We'll explore different applications of AI during the research process. Then we'll become familiar with some of the commonly used AI tools, which I guess we all know some of them. Understand ethical concerns associated with AI and learn how use of AI responsibility while maintaining the academic integrity. So we'll move one by one of our learning objectives. So from starting with the basic, that is what is artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence refers to computer system that can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. This task include learning from data, recognizing the patterns, understanding the language, making predictions, and solving problems. So first is the machine learning. Machine learning comes under where it enables the computers to learn from the data without explicit programming. So for example, how we get recommendations from Netflix or Amazon, or even from the shopping apps which we use. So whatever content we see, they will always recommend us the similar kind of series. There are always some comments coming that, okay, since you like this, you might like this as well. So that is machine learning. Second is natural learning, natural language processing, which helps computers understand and generate human language, like tools like ChatGPT, Grammarly. How we know that whatever prompt we type, they give us information on the basis of the prompt. But humans, when you deal with humans to humans, if a student is coming to me that, Miss, I don't know this answer, can you help me? So I will go beyond that line and explain him or her. But AI, if I just put that, can you explain this particular question to me? AI will just explain the term. That's it. There won't be any extra work coming from AI. Then next is data analytics. So data AI analyzes large databases quickly, identifies trends and patterns that would take humans much longer. So it is similar like how we have nowadays we use computers for our accounts. It has become very easy. But during my father's time, there was an account book where they used to write each and every uh, day to day whatever expenses are caused, so on and so forth. Then we have deep learning, where we use neural networks inspired by human brain to solve complex tasks such as speech recognition, image recognition, and medical diagnosis. So if I post my photograph on ChatGPT and I just say that suggest me some good dermat recommended creams for my skin issues, so the AI will analyze my skin and then suggest me some of the dermat recommended creams or serums. Next slide. So now, since AI is changing in the fields of education research, and mostly it is, if something changes in education, it affects in every part of our employment sector. So first comes our AI and academic research, where research is not a single activity where you just cannot sit in one place in a day and complete your entire research. It is a process where first you have to generate a research idea. So AI can support researchers during every stage. First, it helps in generating research ideas by identifying current tools. It speeds up literature reviews by searching thousands of published papers. So rather than me manually reading each and every paper, AI will just tell me, okay, this is the summarization of this particular paper. For example, if my research topic is on the work-life balance and the stress teachers go through during school hours. They will generate me all the papers which are written and just summarize the review of literature part so that it is easier for me to just read that much. But the cons over here are that when we read ourselves the research paper, we understand it very nicely and we tend to remember it. But when AI just gives us the summarization, it is very difficult for us to go beyond the box and think. It also assists in data collection through surveys and automated tools. That is, if we just want to have a stress scale, so the AI will literally just give me all the scale which I use, and then also help me in generating the questions for my qualitative research. It performs statistical analysis and identifies hidden patterns. So if I want to do JES or NVO test, so it will help me in that as well. It improves academic writing by checking grammar and clarity. So we have Grammarly for that, where Grammarly just points out our grammatical errors in any of the text, not just research. That even if I just upload an answer and I just said that, okay, whatever grammatical errors I have made, kindly bring it to me. Then it also assists in proofreading before publication. AI supports every stage, but it does not replace the researcher. So there was during my B.Ed course, we had a discussion that will AI replace educators. So the same discussion carries over here, that will AI replace the researcher? So my answer is a big no, because when a profession deals with human to human, no artificial intelligence can replace the human brain because it is made by the human brain. That is why. Next slide. So why is AI transforming research? So how our traditional research is often, it takes a very longer time. So now, since I'm in my second year of master's, so we are told that you have to give your head, heart, and soul to your research because it is a very huge process. So AI makes the research faster, it makes the research smarter, more accurate, more accessible, and more efficient. Accessible, why? Because in one click, in one prompt, I get all the data in my place. Because AI handles repetitive tasks, researchers can spend more time on activities that truly require human intelligence. That is critical thinking, innovation, interpretation, problem solving. So instead of just spending hours in formatting references, researchers can focus on developing new ideas. So one area is where AI saves enormous time in literature review. So like now in our literature review, we often have to go through, almost my professor told that in my research I have to read almost 50 papers. So it is the most time consuming part where researchers may need to read hundreds of articles. AI simplifies this process. It searches thousands of research paper in seconds. It recommends relevant studies. It summarizes lengthy articles, and it identifies important keywords and themes. So some of the AI tools even suggest possible research gaps. So if I just type that, oh, okay, now give me the research gap mentioned in this article, so it will be easier for me to just mention that why have I taken one particular topic, because there was a research gap in this article. Next slide, please. So now AI in this is done. Literature review. Yes, thank you so much. AI in citation and reference management. So managing references manually can become overwhelming because we have to cite certain words, and then in the last slide we have to reference in the APS format. So AI powered citation tools help researchers store research papers, organize references, generate citations automatically. So over here, generate citations automatically. We have Scrabble and APA citation tools as well online, where we just have to paste the link and automatically I'll get a APA cited link. This reduces formatting errors and saves valuable time. However, researchers will always verify automatically generated citations because mistakes can still occur because we cannot fully be dependent on AI. Next slide. Thank you. Now, how AI helps in data collection and analysis, that is, AI can process thousands and millions of data points much faster than humans. So it can identify patterns that are difficult to notice manually. It detects the trends, finds anomalies, builds prediction models. As a result, researchers save time, reduce manual work, and improves the research efficiency. So it is easier for researchers to not just be giving our entire fun energy in just data collection, because data collection requires a lot of efforts and patience, because if it is a qualitative data we have to take interviews of so many people. So if my research topic is on teachers wellness and their work life balance and I have taken a qualitative study, I have to interview at least 50 to 100 for my master's dissertation. Next slide. Thank you. AI in quantitative and qualitative research. So for quantitative research, AI assists with statistical analysis, graph generation, and predictive modeling, because we had actually used AI for one of our research where we went to Satara. So our professor just told me that you can take the help of AI and how to generate the graph, and then in the JESP you just type all your data, then in Excel also we can generate graph. But she just helped us with this AI thing because she told that since our period was very short, like we didn't even have proper 10 days. So for qualitative research, AI helps with interview transcription, thematic analysis, sentiment analysis, text classification. So recently in our class, we did thematic analysis where our professor taught that how thematic analysis, where we have to filter all the themes, what the subtopic is, how color coding is also required. So it is a huge task for a person who is also working and also doing a research. So instead of replacing researcher, AI helps in organizing information so researchers can focus on interpretation. Next slide. Now, what are the ethical issues that we need to keep in mind? So if the researcher is dependent too much on AI, several problems may arise. That first is reduce originality. So a research is meant to be the original work of the author. Then we reduce our creativity, because if even for a minute thing, like for example, if I have to write my leave application, nowadays people literally type, right, give me a leave application for my sick leave. So that was something which we were taught in our school days, that how to write a leave application, write the letter for this. So now we are truly dependent on AI. So this reduces our creativity, means we cannot think out of the box. So this creativity part and the critical thinking, nowadays students are facing a lot of issue when they have to write personal response or practical based question, because they cannot think beyond the box. They are either dependent on digest or either dependent on AI. Then academic misconduct. Researcher may become tempted to submit AI generated work without proper verification. So we have turned it into detect if there is too much of plagiarism. So it tells us, okay, 10%, 20%, 30%, and we have to rectify a mistake again. So therefore, AI should be used responsibility. So if we think AI as a calculator performs calculation, but it cannot solve our entire of the sum, math sum. So AI can generate information, but it cannot truly understand the knowledge you have. So AI does not know that, okay, Kritika is sitting here, what is she thinking? No, it cannot. It can only work if the prompt is given on a particular topic. Beyond that, it cannot work because it is an artificial intelligence, not a human intelligence. Next slide. Academic integrity, which means being honest and ethical in research. So, being an educator, I would like to add not just in research but also in study. It is very important that a student needs to be honest and ethical in whatever work they are doing. So, if you write an answer, they need to know, am I doing it correctly or not? So, in our times, our teacher used to tell us that you should not copy, it is unethical. So, the times have changed where the teachers are saying that you are not supposed to chat GPT or assignment. It is unethical. So, the times are changing very fast now. Some important concerns include that is plagiarism, copyright, authorship, transparency, data privacy. So researchers should always disclose AI use whenever required by the institution or publisher. So AI should assist, not replace the researcher. So AI is for our help. AI should not replace us because nowadays there are news coming that to maintain the AI machines, we are literally using the fresh waters for them. So it is a hazardous situation for humans as well that depending too much of AI can cost in every sector of our life. Next slide. So the future of AI in research is that some expected developments include personalized AI research assistants, automated data analytics, a smarter literature review, global research collaboration, interdisciplinary discoveries. AI will continue making research faster and more efficient. However, future researchers must learn to combine technological skill and ethical responsibility. So technology will evolve. It won't just stop in AI. What if there is another intelligence coming in future? But the human wisdom which we have is irreplaceable because our brain has neuroplasticity. We can think beyond the box. We can shape our thinking. We can literally innovate so many things. Next slide. Skills researchers need to use AI effectively. Researchers need more than technological knowledge. That is, they need AI literacy, digital skills, critical thinking, ethical awareness, strong research methodology, academic integrity, and learning how to ask good questions, evaluate AI responses, and verify information will become essential skill for every researcher. So we should have AI literacy. Uh, I don't know if we have any workshops on AI literacy or digital skills, but schools do have digital detox, like the smaller part where they teach how you can use less amount of your phone. You should not be too much dependent on chatbots. You should think beyond the box, have other extracurricular activities. Next slide. So the key takeaways are that AI improves our research efficiency. It enhances academic writing, supports literature review, and helps in data analysis. But it cannot replace the human judgment. It cannot replace our creativity. It cannot replace the ethics which a human, irrespective of any place you belong, every human should have its own, his or her own ethics and morals and critical thinking skills. Because even NEP says that teachers should promote critical thinking skills, collaboration, inclusive education, creativity, so on and so forth. Next slide. So I would like to ask you all a question that can AI make students better researcher or might it reduce independent thinking?
Yes, I feel it can make us better researchers, But as you said, the critical thinking part needs to be working parallelly. So we can provide information, we can look for information through review of literature with the help of AI, but we need to think the connectivity and the gaps and creative solution to problems for which we are researching. This is my view.
Absolutely. It's very important because even our professor that day, she taught us that no matter how many times you depend on AI for your literature review, when the examiner asks you that why you did this test or not that test, AI is not going to help you at that moment. You are supposed to read all the articles, all the papers very nicely. Anyone else would like to answer?
Yes, ma'am. What Sunila ma'am said, I also extend that answer that if we should use AI in an ethical way. So mm, that in sense, AI can make students better researcher, but sometimes what happened that students are completely preparing a research paper or generating completely through AI. So that's not right. So it basically, if we maintain the ethics and the research ethics and the how to use the AI, so AI can help in research, but not in that way because I see many students are using AI for completely doing the literature review, completely writing their sentences. Like sometimes yes, for improving the English or sometimes improving for grammar or sentence clarity, you can use the AI for help, but not in completely way because sometimes it can reduce the analytical thinking that more of the time I see that. So it's a complicated issue now.
Yes, if we depend too much on AI, then we won't have many more innovations ahead in future because human brain is so effective that we had AI. But if we
Mhm.
depend too much on AI, we won't have any more innovations coming from our younger generation.
Mhm.
So that's it for our today's webinar. That how I hope it gave you an overall understanding on how AI can support academic research while we can maintain the ethics and integrity because AI is the assistive device, but it cannot stop our critical thinking, creativity, and ethical judgment. It remains irreplaceable. How for specially abled students or person we have assistive device, so it is there for them to assist, but it cannot replace the ability and mental capacity they have to create much more than their disability. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Kritika, for explaining about AI and how we can use AI in different kind of research methods. And now I would like to request Palak to give vote of thanks to Kritika.
Yes, ma'am. So as we come to the end of today's session, I would like to express my sin- excuse me, sincere gratitude to Ms. Kritika Pandey for her insightful presentation on AI in academic research and report writing. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and valuable perspective with us. I would also like to thank all of our participants for your active participation and enthusiasm throughout the session. Your presence made this webinar truly meaningful. A special thanks to entire Ravindranath Psychotherapeutic Research Institute Trust, RPRIT team for their continuous support and efforts in organizing these webinars. With all that, we conclude today's session. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Have a wonderful day and we look forward to seeing you at our upcoming webinars. Thank you.
Thank you so much.